Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, welcome. We will start the meeting with Jonathan with RJL Solutions to talk about the real and personal property tax abatements for Web Wheel.
Good evening. Good to see everyone this evening. We are here tonight to talk about the Web Wheel tax or property tax abatements. Just as a reminder, this is a proposed 200,000 square foot expansion of the Web Wheel facility here in Tell City. It would include approximately $15 million of real property investment and another $42 million of personal property investment, and would add approximately 28 jobs over the next 3 years with salaries around $1.5 million. I am joined here this evening by Chris Hemmons and Amy Coyle. Chris is with the site selector. Amy is with Web Wheel in the Tell City plant. They're here to answer any specific questions you have about the project. But this came up first at your meeting last month where we introduced two resolutions, Resolution R-CC-25-3, which considered real property tax abatements, and then the Resolution R-CC-25-2, which considered the introduction of personal property tax abatements. With that, it would be appropriate if you want to read in the first part.
So our first order of business this evening is to conduct the public hearings related to the two applications filed by Web Wheel Products, Inc. for real and personal property tax abatements for proposed expansion of their Tell City plant. Pursuant to Indiana law, the council will hold a public hearing on each request separately, one for the real property and one for the personal property tax abatement. Any member of the public may present testimony in support or opposition of the requested tax abatements during the public hearing for each request. Before we open the public hearings, I'll ask Jonathan, Economic Development Director for Perry County, to present each request for consideration by the council. Following the presentation of each request, the council will open the public hearing and receive comments from each person wishing to be heard. To maintain orderly procedure, public comments will be limited to not more than 3 minutes apiece.
Thank you.
Welcome.
So the first resolution before you this evening is R-CC-25-5. That is a resolution confirming final action on the real property tax abatements. Pursuant to Indiana law, the council has properly published notice in the Perry County News on October 5th, 2025, announcing the date, time, and location of the public hearing related to the council's consideration of real property tax abatements for this project. Also, as required by law, the auditor has provided copies of the introductory or the declaratory resolution to all taxing units affected by the potential tax abatements. Based on the information provided by the applicant and the current tax rate for Perry County, Troy Township, we estimate that the applicant will realize approximately net savings of $1.296 million over the abatement period, with a total estimated property taxes to be paid over that same period being $1.322 million. Now, keep in mind, this is just for the real property. We are recommending a 10-year tax abatement via 10-year phase-in schedule, as you see in attached Exhibit C on the resolution. And I would be happy to entertain any questions that the council may have of me or of the applicant that is here this evening as well.
The scheduled completion date is December 31st, 27, right?
Yes, we are working through, this is a step in the approval process. So this is a step in the approval process, and we have to go through our corporate office to get it approved, but ideally, yes, that would be completion.
So this tax abatement would begin with the year 28, payable 29.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
How many employees do you expect to be moved from Ferdinand to Tell City?
We have a total workforce of 92 right now.
Yeah.
So we would start with the 92 and then we would add an additional 28.
Okay.
The 92 includes Vernon and Tell City.
Yeah. Assuming all 92 went to work in Tell City and
Yeah.
live in at Vernon,
Mhm.
you know.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I do have a question about the addition, the building.
Mhm.
So the 200,000 square foot addition, will that be 100% utilized, or is there some room for growth within there if you want to do something different in the future, or?
It has potential for expanding business in it.
Okay.
It will be mostly utilized
Okay,
once complete.
okay.
Is it using all of the expansion, is it using all of the real estate that you guys own there, or?
I think we own, I'm not sure, 50 acres, I think is what we have in that area. We're not utilizing all of the area, all of the land that we own, if that's what you're asking.
Yes.
I'm not sure what the footprint of the building is acreage wise.
Yeah, so it's a 200,000 addition, so it takes up a lot of that land that's behind the building that's currently cleared. It's a majority of that land there, but I don't believe it goes all the way out to their property line. Just to give you a sense of what they're planning.
We're just thinking about the future past this, if you would want to expand again, if we need to be looking at other areas surrounding there. I think that's all I have. Does anybody have any?
Well, I'm happy y'all.
Yeah, thank you.
We're
The
happy to
more
have this
employees we
opportunity
can
as
get
well.
here, the better off Perry
We
County.
appreciate the investment in choosing Perry County.
Okay, assuming that there are no other questions from the council, at this time, it would be appropriate for the council to open and conduct a public hearing related to Resolution R-CC-25-5.
Okay. We will now open the public hearing on Resolution RCC 25-5. Any member of the public wishing to speak in support of or in opposition of this request is invited to come to the podium. Please state your name for the record prior to sharing your comments. Is anybody? Okay. Seeing none. We have no comments, so we can now close the public hearing and take any final comments or questions from the council. None? Okay, I'll entertain a motion on resolution number R-CC-25-5.
I'll make that motion to approve.
I'll second that.
Motion made by David, second by Stan. Any further discussion? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes 5-0. Is there any nays? 5-0. Okay. And let's see, the next item I have here is Resolution RCC 25-4, a resolution setting forth final action and determining that the qualifications for the economic revitalization area have been met, and confirming resolution number RCC 25-2 regarding personal property tax abatement for WebWill Products, Inc.
So similar to last time, or the previous resolution, except that this is for the personal property. So WebWill is proposing potential investment of $42 million approximately in personal property investment. Pursuant to the law, again, the council has published notice on October 5th announcing the date, time, and location of the public hearing. That was published in the Perry County News. And as required by the law, the auditor's office has filed the required information with all affected taxing units. Based on the information supplied by the applicant, we estimate that the applicant will realize a net savings of approximately $1.414 million over the abatement period. Now, one thing I want to call out that's different from the last meeting, you will recall that the abatement schedule that we had estimated a higher abatement level, or not a higher abatement level, higher abatement amount for revenue. The difference between then and now is the depreciation schedule that was applied to that personal property. So that has been applied based on Pool 2 depreciation schedule. Based on that, then we estimate that the property taxes to be paid over that time period would be in the neighborhood of $1.173 million. Now, all of this depends on, the investment actually occurring. It depends on, the project moving forward. And then, obviously, as assessments occur over the years, trending up or down, that will all impact these numbers. But that is the estimates as they stand today. Again, we're recommending a 10-year phased-in approach, as you see in Exhibit C on your resolution. And at this point, I'd be happy to answer any questions the council may have.
I saw that earlier with the depreciation from the last one to this one, so.
The equipment that is going to be bought, do we have a rough estimate of its lifespan or its useful lifespan?
Typically, our equipment is anywhere from 8 to 12 years. It just depends on what type of machinery we're buying.
Is it regularly replaced on a schedule or?
It just depends on the wear. It just depends on how long it makes. I mean, sometimes we get to keep more than 12 years. Sometimes we have to replace sooner. It just depends.
Anyone else? Thank you.
If there are no other questions, it would be appropriate at this time for the council to open and conduct a public hearing on Resolution RCC 25-4.
Okay, we will now open the public hearing on Resolution R-CC-25-4. Any member of the public wishing to speak in support or in opposition of this request is invited to come to the podium. Please state your name for the record prior to sharing your testimony. Anyone? Okay. We will now close the public hearing and take any final comments or questions from the council.
Like I said before, I'm happy y'all did this. So
Yes, thank you.
great for Perry County.
Okay. I'll now entertain a motion on resolution number R-CC-25-4.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Okay, motion made by Paul,
I'll second.
second by Brad. Any further discussion? If not, all in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 5-0.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. Investment in the community. Thank you.
Okay. Now that concludes our public hearings. So the next item here we have is back to a regular meeting. We will approval of the agenda. Everybody has a copy of that. If you don't, Miss Lisa brought some. I do have a couple things here that I'd like to add if you guys don't mind. We need to add RJL Solutions, Economic Development Director Jonathan Blake for monthly update. And if we can add that maybe after number 6, between 6 and 7, if that's okay. Or if you want to just call it 7A, like move that A to B. Just move those down off line number 7. And then if we can also, did you guys get that email from Kelly Wilgus about the solid waste is looking to advertise their part-time position that someone had left last month, and they're hoping to be able to advertise to get someone for that position. If we could just add that just to have a discussion, see what you guys want to do, that would be great. And then one other thing, I did talk to Steve, the Highway Department Superintendent, and he is in agreement that we remove the additional appropriation for MVH fund highway new equipment, $161,000. That's for the trucks. There's still some questions about that with the bids and different things. The commissioners haven't made a decision on what they want to do with that yet, so it would be premature of us to approve that right now. Is there anything else that need to change, modify, add? Or if not, I'll entertain a motion to approve the agenda with the additions.
So moved.
Motion made by David,
I'll second it.
Second by Paul. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Okay, 5-0. Next up is public comments. Do we have anybody from the public? No? Did you want to say something? Okay, sorry. No? Okay, public comments. The next is Steve Hauser, EMA Director. He had sent us an email on a couple grants that he was hoping to apply for. And he has to apply by the end of the month. Thought he might be here, but that's okay. He sent this email. And I think he was going to go ahead and prepare them, just, that way he could submit them if we're okay with it. The first one is the EMPG Emergency Management Performance Grant. This is a grant that we apply for each year. The state reimburses the county for half of the EMA directors and half of the EMA administrative assistant salaries. The approved 2025 budget award max is $32,827.63. So he's looking to apply for that. And then also he is looking to apply for the Hazardous Material Emergency Plan Grant, the HMEP. This is a grant funded through the Department of Transportation. We're asking to apply for funds to replace the copier in the EMA office. Our current copier is approximately 8 years old. Hoosier Business Machines has advised us that they no longer support our current copier under a service contract, and they're asking to apply for this grant in the amount of $8,000 to purchase a new copier. There would be no match of local funds if this grant is approved, and the deadline to submit is October 30th. And he will be on vacation during our October meeting, so that's where he is, and not able to attend, so please accept this as his formal request. So are you guys okay with Steve applying for these grants?
But there's no match involved or
No.
anything like that.
Doesn't say that.
I have no problem.
Do you want to do these separately, or?
Separately, yeah, we
Okay.
could do them separate.
Okay, I'll entertain a motion on the EMPG grant and allowing him to apply for that or
I'll
not.
make that motion,
You want to allow it?
yes.
Okay.
I'll second that.
A motion made by Stan, second by David. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any nays? Motion passes 5-0. And I'll entertain a motion for the HMEP Hazardous Material Emergency Plan grant.
I'll make that motion.
Motion to allow him to apply made by Brad,
I'll second it.
second by Paul. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any nays? Okay, motion passes 5-0. So just let him know if that's okay. All right, thank you. All right, next we have a lot of minutes that Miss Lisa did. I assume you're still doing those, right? Okay, so we have several different ones here. There was something else I read. It's not wrong, it's just something I wanted to add if we can. So on this, I just had one here on the 10-15 minutes, which was just when we did the special meeting. If we could just, I had said something about, the proposed tax rate is here, and we knew this wasn't an accurate tax rate, that it would be closer to what we're at now, if not a little bit less. So if we could just make a mention of that, so we're aware that this, once DLGF. But does anybody have anything for these minutes? Anything that you've read or additions or changes or anything?
I saw on the August 28th one,
Uh-huh.
on Joan Hess's request.
Okay.
I didn't see where the motion died. I mean, it was a lack of a motion that the request died. There wasn't
I saw
any
that, but I don't-
resolution.
No one made a motion?
I don't think so.
I don't know if we have to put that on there or not, but if nobody made a motion.
I mean, what she has here is accurate, because I think it was just kind of like left that way,
It's
but
just kind of
if
discussion.
we need to put that there was no motion, no action taken on it, I mean, that's kind of what it says whenever it doesn't. But do you want that added, Stan? Do you want,
Yeah, because it looks like it was just hanging.
okay, so
action
just
was
no
taken,
action was taken? That's okay. I'm okay. Was everybody okay with that? I mean, that's what happened, so. Okay, do we need to take these separately, Lisa? Okay, I'll entertain a motion on the August 28th minutes with the changes or addition, made by Stan.
I'll make that motion.
Motion made by
second that.
Stan Goffin, second by David Agent. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
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 Aye. Any nays? Motion passes 5-0. I'll entertain a motion on the September 3rd, 2025 minutes.
I'll make that motion.
Motion made by Brad,
I'll second that.
second by Stan. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any nays? Motion passes 5-0. Next is the September 4th minutes. Let me see here. There was one thing, I'm sorry, Lisa. At the top, it says Perry County Council and Tell City Common Council, but it really is the commissioners too. It was a joint meeting between all of us. So they may need to also read these and sign off on it. Okay. Is everybody okay with that? Because it was kind of a joint meeting between all of us, so it's not a big deal. It's just, I'll entertain a motion with the addition of adding the commissioners to this joint meeting.
I'll make that motion.
Okay, motion made by David, second by Stan?
Yep.
Okay. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Motion, any nays? Motion passes 5-0. Next are the September 10th meeting minutes. I'll entertain a motion for those if nobody has anything.
I'll make a motion to approve the September 10th.
Okay, motion
Meeting
made by David,
I'll second it.
second by Paul. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
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 Aye. Any nays? Motion passes 5-0. Next are the September 11th minutes. I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make that motion.
Motion made by Stan,
I'll second that.
seconded by David. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any nays? Motion passes 5-0. The September 25th meeting minutes. I'll entertain a motion. Sorry.
I'll make that motion.
Motion made by Brad,
I'll second that.
second by David. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any nays? 5-0. And the next are the 10-9 minutes. I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion.
Motion made by Paul,
I'll second that.
second by Stan. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any nays? Motion passes 5-0. And the last one is the October 15th minutes with the addition of we're aware that the, whatever the wording was, okay. It's that we're aware that this tax rate is not actually correct and DLGF will come up with what it should be, and it should be close, we believe it should be close to what we are at now, if not a little less.
I'll make the motion to approve with that change entered.
Motion made by David,
I'll second that.
second by Stan. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any nays? Should have said. Okay, motion passes 5-0. All right. Now, we got through all those minutes. Thank you, Lisa, for all those. All right. We have additional appropriations. Do you want to talk about those, or do you want
Yep, I can do it.
Okay.
Okay, so first we have Capital Projects Fund Commissioners bituminous. This is the additional expense for patching that was done when the courthouse paving of the parking lot was done. So that was an addition of $2,900.
Yeah, there was a little spot out there that they had to do something special too, so it was a little bit outside the bid, so that was for $2,900. I'll entertain a motion on that.
I'll make that motion.
Motion to approve made by Brad,
I'll second it.
seconded by Paul. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any nays? Motion passes 5-0. We will skip the highway.
Yep.
Um,
The next additional appropriation is the General Fund Council Examination of Records County. This is $28,449.44. This is for the 2024 State Board of Accounts audit.
And you paid the federal $13,293 out of Probably ARP, huh? Or,
She didn't say.
okay, but it's not included on here, so
It's not.
she removed it, okay. Okay, does anybody have any questions about that, or if not, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make that motion.
Motion made to approve by Stan,
I'll second that.
second by David. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Motion passes 5-0.
The next one is Pauper Public Defender Fund Circuit Court Attorney. And this is the reimbursement for the pauper attorney that is received from the state in the amount of $36,273.01.
Does this include the misdemeanors? I'm sure it was both of them. We got 2 this time. We got one for misdemeanors also.
We've got one for 40. We've got this.
Okay,
I don't know what.
that's okay. This was the first time we were going to get one for the misdemeanors because we're that trial.
For the
county.
trial, that
Yeah.
trial did come in and it's not in this amount.
Oh, it's not? Okay, that's what I was wondering.
No.
Okay. Anybody have any questions? If not, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Motion made by Brad, second by Stan. Any further discussion? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any nays? Motion passes 5-0.
Okay, and then the next one is 4E Public Defender Fund Circuit Court Attorney for $597.97. As this is to make the appropriation for the reimbursement that was received from the state.
I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Motion made by Paul,
Second.
second by Brad. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any nays? Motion passes 5-0.
Next, we have transfer request. The first one is appropriation transfer from Clark Record Perpetuation Fund from,
What's it called?
I'm sorry. Okay, Record Perpetuation Fund is from furniture and fixtures for 200, going to travel for 200, and this is to pay mileage for our deputy clerk's attendance at a child support training.
Okay, does anybody have any questions on that one? If not, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make that motion to approve.
I'll second that.
Motion to approve made by David, second by Stan. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any nays? Motion passes 5-0.
All right, this is the next one, appropriation transfer from Parks and Rec General Fund. We're taking $100 from equipment, $300 from groundkeeping, $100 from park maintenance and repair, and $100 from shop supplies, and transferring that to utilities for a total of $600.
Okay, does anybody have any discussion on that? I appreciate Greg making those transfers so that we don't have to do an additional. That's really helpful. If not, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Motion to approve made by Brad, second by Stan. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any nays? Motion passes 5-0. Okay. Now we have our additions. Jonathan with RJL Solutions. Jonathan Blake, Economic Development Director with our monthly update.
Good evening again. Just a quick update. You all have our monthly report. It was also sent to your email earlier this month, but want to just touch on a couple of things and be able to answer any questions you might have. First, as part of our research and stakeholder engagement work, we've completed our economic analysis, including demographics and infrastructure and industry clusters. We're going to be utilizing that data to help then attract new businesses to the area. So when we go out and meet with potential industries, helping them understand what's here, what infrastructure is available to make this a prime location for them to want to locate. We're also working on a stakeholder survey, which is actually in the development phase right now. We're looking to push this out to the business community and just general community stakeholders as well. This will help us understand the priorities or concerns, initiatives that the community as a whole wants the county to focus on. I'm looking to have that done here in the next month or so, so that we can release that. I do want to address some comments that were made at the October 6th Tell City Common Council meeting regarding a perceived lack of communication from our team with the mayor. I just want to be clear that we have been attempting to meet with the mayor's team, mayor himself, since April 24th of this year. And so I think some of the comments that were made in that meeting weren't completely factual. I just wanted to make sure that the council understood, as well as the commissioners, that we have been working to meet with him, and we'll continue to do that moving forward. Lastly, the two last things. On October 6th, I actually, Christy and I toured the Wapaka Foundry. I got a great tour from Gary Greibel and his team. Really impressive to see all of the products that they make there, how they create downstream products that then move to other plants, including ATTC and WebWheel for additional refinement and production for businesses and end users. So we're going to continue to do those kind of outreach efforts where we're meeting with local businesses and understanding their needs and concerns. And then the last update really is regarding marketing and branding. So as part of our due diligence, we discovered that the Perry County brand identity is really owned by another organization, and it can create confusion when we're working to attract businesses or work with existing businesses in the community when you have two organizations using the same brand identity. So at the October 6th commissioners meeting, we made a recommendation that we move forward with a new brand refresh, something that represents Perry County, something that represents the look and feel of who we are as a community and what we want to be in the future. So we were given direction to go ahead and move forward with that initiative. Councilors Harding and Goffinet have been a part of that effort, as well as Commissioner Jaminski and CVB Director Eric Treader. We've been working over the last couple of weeks on some concepts. They've been going back and forth with our team. I want to note this was all a part of our contract, so this is not something additional. But we started with 6 concepts. We narrowed it down to 3. We've refined those, and then just an email actually went out today with an updated version of those refinements. And we're going to be looking to pull that group back together again next week to make some final selections. So we've heard a lot of positive feedback about the way of life in Perry County, wanting to hold on to the heritage and the assets that we have here, including 60,000 acres of forest, Hoosier National Forest, obviously proximity to the river, and what that means for economic development and community development. So it's been a really exciting process to work through. I am not a designer. You don't want me to try to design a logo because it would be stick figures, but our team's done a really good job of putting some concepts together. But with that, you've got the rest of my report. I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
I appreciate all the information and how responsive you are anytime I have questions, or if I ask you to call me back or give me information and help. Sometimes I ask questions that I don't know are even in the scope of what you guys will do, but you lead me to the right place, and I appreciate it.
Absolutely, happy to.
And I like these monthly updates.
Good. We'll keep this going.
I think it's concerning that the mayor's not meeting with you. I mean, you have set up many appointments and he's canceled the last minute mainly. And that's concerning to me. Because I think our city Tell city and the county needs to work, and also Compton and all from Troy, needs to work with the county
Sure.
government, and that's concerning to me.
We'll continue to engage and
Yeah,
make sure that we're reaching out.
I can see. I mean, I'm glad you documented everything, and shame it has to be that way, but anyway. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I think y'all did a good job.
Thank you.
Anything else for Jonathan? If not, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next meeting, regular meeting is here Thursday, November.
Your solid waste thing?
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna forget the one that I added, sorry. It's been a long day. Sorry about that. See, I do make mistakes, David.
David
solid
will
waste,
keep-
so-
David will keep you in.
He'll keep me in line, that's right. Mr. Roach has emailed, did you guys get that email from
Yes.
Kelly Wilgus about what he's looking to? It looks like he had a position, a part-time position that is vacant, and he's looking to advertise it at the same, replacing the part-time attendant who resigned. Hours and pay would remain the same. So he's not looking for any changes. And he says that this is necessary, and it would, if he didn't get this, it would probably hinder the hours of the location.
Has this been approached by the commissioners? Did they say anything about it? I mean,
They don't have anything to do.
I think it's because he would have to come to the council for this, just because they're,
I know the council, it has to approve it, but commissioners always have to.
I don't
go through
know.
it.
Kelly sent it to us yesterday because she got, maybe yesterday or Wednesday, sorry. She's forwarding the request that he made. It says, I would like to request the county resources for a new hire to replenish the previously approved number of employees that we had. We initially reduced our employee hours by over 25%. We made that work by hiring people and closing the site on Sundays. Now that we have been one site attendant employee short for a month, it's really beginning to show. So they're short staffed and they
We
need that
want to say
person back.
with our tremendous cuts this year, and next year may be worse, we have to really look at adding, scrutinize employee. If they're needed, yes, we need to get them, but maybe we could eliminate through attrition, and the council may need to be looking at that critical areas. Of course, we have to hire people, and probably the solid waste need them, but like all departments, but I just kind of worry about what's going to come next year.
I see your point. Actually, I've said that for a couple of years because,
Yeah.
I mean, we do need to look at that every time one of
Yeah.
these comes up. I think that's just the responsible thing to do. So
That's why we asked them to come to the council to approve any new hires or anything,
Right.
or replacement. And
I would love to hear, to Stan's point, in the letter, they talked about if this position isn't filled, that they may have to cut hours, but we've asked other departments to, tighten it up and not replace people. I don't know, I would have loved to have heard their discussion about whether or not they couldn't continue without this person so that we could shore up our finances.
sure, we can ask them to come to a meeting. I mean, we can table this and then even if we had to have a special meeting, if he doesn't want to wait a full month, we can ask him to come in and speak on this or have more time to maybe.
One thing, this is just
Reach
a
out to them.
part-time position, so it's not like a full-time.
I would think he should, that should come in and address the council, and so we can.
In his
Because I
defense,
do
he
think
did
we're
have
gonna
a
have to
scheduling
eliminate
conflict
through
for tonight.
attrition. I really do, eventually,
Yeah, he doesn't need to defend himself, but I would like to flesh this out further before I voted. I mean, because we've been through this with
Yep.
other departments, and I feel like everybody should have the same.
I've been on board with that for a couple of years, so I'm fine with it.
So can we table this until the next meeting?
Yeah, we can do whatever we want, yeah. I mean, we can ask him, communicate that to him, and then if there's something that, it's of urgency where he doesn't feel like it could wait a month, we can always talk and see if we can have a special meeting, but if we don't have to, we'll just hold off till November 20th meeting, and that'll give us time to either, speak with him, or he can come forward at the next meeting and have that discussion, or provide more information.
Yeah, along those lines, something that came up today, in the past, Mindy had, at the assessor's office, had presented us with an additional appropriation, and we tabled it. And I think she expected that it would be brought up at the next meeting, when in fact the proper procedure would have been for her to have gotten back on the agenda, unless, and she got a hold of somebody with the state, and I don't know if it was the AIC or somebody, who said that essentially is the proper way to do it, unless you table it to a specific date. So for the purposes of this, since we want to discuss it next meeting, I'd like to essentially formally table it until the meeting on November 20th, so they don't have to relist or put themselves on the agenda. Try to make it as convenient for them as possible. So just all the other departments need to be aware that if something gets tabled, if it isn't tabled with a specific date to be reintroduced, then it has to be re-advertised and put on the agenda again.
Okay. So is that a motion, that table it until November 20th?
That's a motion.
Okay. All right, motion made by Brad,
I'll second that.
second by Stan. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any nays? Motion passes 5-0. Okay, now, I think our next meeting, I already said this, but Thursday, November 20th at 5 o'clock in the same meeting room. So if there's nothing else, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Motion made by
second it.
Stan,
I'll
second by
second
Paul.
Yes.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any nays? Okay, motion passes 5-0. Thank you, everyone, for coming. Thanks, Ron.